So my baby's going to be 20 months old in about a week or two. So I've been doing this for almost 2 years. And by doing this, I mean raising a tiny human and learning by doing. So I have also a ton of experience in reading parenting articles, reading a lot on parenting forums, tons of discussion groups, and that is where I'm getting a lot of this information from. So the first thing you don't really need, that I really wish I hadn't spent money on, is baby laundry soap. You can spend way more money, 2-3 times as much, on laundry soap just because it's got a cute little picture of a baby on the bottle and it says it's safe for babies. I read an article before I had my baby, but I was super busy working and going to school, and then I was super tired because I had a baby. I forgot everything I read. But it basically says, don't buy baby laundry soap. It's exactly the same thing as free and clear laundry soap. You can get this at Trader Joe's for so cheap. And I think it went on for about a year where I was spending a ton of money on baby laundry soap because I thought it was good for my baby and I was doing this great thing. And I was doing all of her laundry separate from mine. And I was using free and clear laundry soap for my laundry and then doing all of her laundry in laundry soap that cost 2 to 3 times as much money. Basically just throwing money down the drain when I could have just been putting everything in one load of laundry, making my life so much easier and making laundry a lot cheaper. So yeah, don't waste your money on any of that baby specific laundry soap. Just buy some natural type of free and clear laundry soap. It's better for your skin, it's better for your health anyways, it's better for the environment. And you can use that money for a lot of other things. The second thing you don't really need when you have a baby, this is going to sound crazy if you haven't had a baby or if you're like a consumerist that's obsessed with buying things you don't need, but the thing you don't need is baby clothes. I know, right? Babies need clothes, you say. But yeah, no, you don't need all the clothes. Like, my husband and I thought this little onesie was adorable. Somebody gave it to us for a baby shower gift. It looked really cute with some little pants. It's like this little ruffly sleeve, rockabilly looking onesie. These little snaps at the bottom, when you're tired and you're changing diapers frequently when you're a new parent, are super annoying to deal with. And so I've heard this from a lot of other parents, and I've even read articles on this, where a lot of parents don't end up using a lot of the clothes that they're gifted at these baby showers, and they don't end up using a lot of the clothes. I personally didn't use all the clothes that I spent money on. And I really wish I hadn't just wasted money on adorable onesies that she only wore like once or twice. The real thing that you're really going to want when you're a new parent and you're dealing with a number of diaper changes all throughout the day and in the middle of the night, zip up pajamas. Super fast and easy to open. And these ones right here that I really love have a zipper on the bottom too. So this two-way zipper, you unzip from the bottom and you can just really easily slide the baby's legs out, change the diaper, slide the baby's legs back in, zip them back in. They're warm and cozy up top still. That was really the thing that I used the most, and I've read a lot online and in articles that other parents are finding life less stressful, not feeling like they have to put babies in clothing every day. Especially if you're just staying home that day. If you're not going anywhere or doing anything, you can just have a whole bunch of these feety pajamas and your baby will be warm and cozy and your life will be less stressful than trying to deal with pulling pants off and on and putting little snaps together at the bottom of the onesie. This is a lot easier, a lot quicker, a lot less stressful. If I could get back all the money I spent on baby clothes that we didn't really need, I would have probably over $1,000. I know it's stupid, I did it, but don't do it if you can avoid it. Now, another thing, this is going to sound crazy to some people, I didn't buy a changing table. I thought, I don't really have room for it in the house. I don't want to spend the money on it. Even if I could have one for free, I wouldn't want it because the baby can very easily roll off the changing table. My mom was one of those moms who bought all of the things when I was a brand new baby, and she had me on a changing table when I was a baby, and I just rolled right off. She caught me midair, but what if she hadn't, you know? So it's a lot safer if you don't have one of those high up changing tables. If you have one, you know, you're just going to have to really keep one hand on the baby at all times. Don't turn your back at any point. But for me, what I did is I used a changing pad on a towel on my bed. I found it easier. It worked for me. I had a little vanity stool that I sat on sometimes when I was changing her if I was tired. But most of the time, I just, you know, really quickly change her right there. And it saved me money, it saved me stress. The baby, you know, could roll over and she'd just roll onto the bed. So it was a lot safer. And it's just, you know, not necessary to buy all the things. When my mother had me, it was considered a necessity that if you had a crib, which of course she had a crib, you have to have crib bumpers along the inside railing. It was considered absolutely barbaric if you didn't have crib bumpers on the inside of a baby's crib, because the baby could get stuck in there or could hit themselves on the side of the crib. Now, here we are in 2022, those crib bumpers are associated with babies suffocating to death. So, you know, just because people are commonly thinking it is the thing you have to do now, doesn't mean you have to do it. I took a class in human development when I was 25, and one of the things that I read in the human development book is that most cultures around the world don't buy a lot of things for their babies. Our society basically tries to brainwash us to believe that we need all of this stuff in order to be decent parents and be good human beings, just so they can psych you into buying a bunch of stuff that you don't need to buy because it lines their pockets. They use marketing to manipulate you and make you feel insecure. You don't need to buy into it. Honestly, if you're not wasting the money that you earn buying things that you don't need, you can spend that money on other things, or you can work less and spend more time with your kid. And what's more valuable? Bumpers on the inside of a crib because you feel like you're cool like everyone else, or time that you can spend with your baby? You know, like buying all these clothes, buying all these things, buying all the furniture, buying into the stigma doesn't buy happiness. It just really makes you a hamster on a wheel. Don't chase your tail. Don't spend money on things you don't need. The last thing I'm going to say I didn't buy is I never bought a baby bassinet. Your baby is only going to be that small for a hot minute. There's a thing called a fin bin that you can buy for a fraction of the price. The fin bin, F-I-N, maybe it has two N's, F-I-N-N or F-I-N, and then the word bin, like B-I-N. It's a little box made for keeping a baby by your bedside. You can just put it on the floor. It's totally safe. They use it in Finland. They just gift it to everybody when they have a baby in these Scandinavian countries because it's scientifically proven to keep the baby safe without spending a ton of money. I didn't buy a fin bin. I told everybody I was going to buy a fin bin and have a baby in a box. And then my husband found this thing. I don't actually know how to get it to pop up because my husband usually does this stuff for me. Yeah, I know. I'm a real independent woman, aren't I? But I'll provide you a link for this thing that I got on Amazon. It's called a Swaddle Me by My Side little bedside basket. You can actually lay it in the bed with you, which I did for a little bit, and then I ended up moving a little coffee table into the bedroom and laying the baby in this on top of a coffee table next to my side of the bed. And we did that for a few months. My baby is insanely tall. She would have grown out of the bassinet so fast. My baby's beyond the 99th percentile, beyond the 99th percentile for height. So I'm really glad I didn't spend a lot of money on a baby bassinet that she would have only used for a few months. Most of them that I did research looked cool. They were about $200 or more. This thing, when I used the Amazon baby registry completion discount with 15% off, I got it for like 30 bucks. And I'm so glad that I didn't spend a ton of money on it. I definitely recommend, if you do use the Amazon registry, to use the completion discount before it expires. I only used one of the two completion discount coupon codes and kind of wish I'd used both, but you know, you live, you learn. Highly recommend, if you do use Amazon, set up a baby registry, even if you don't share it with anybody, and then you can get some completion coupons for baby items. Anything that you basically put in the baby registry suddenly becomes a baby item that you can get 15% off at some point, as long as you use it within the window. But yeah, $30 instead of $200. And so that money that I could have spent, you know, however much money that was, on a baby bassinet got spent on other things. Not totally essential, but a panda costume. I think I got more value out of this than I would have gotten out of the bassinet. Alright, so those are the things I wish I hadn't bought, the things that I didn't buy, and the things that I'm glad I didn't buy. I saved myself a ton of money. Hopefully I can save you some money too, so that you can just spend more time with your baby. Not spend time working to buy things you don't need. If this video was helpful to you, that's awesome. Like, honestly, that's probably more valuable than anything. If I saved you wasting time, wasting money, that you could have just not. If I saved you that, that's worth more than anything. But, you know, if you want to take some time to help me out, you can like my video, you can comment on my video, and more than anything, please subscribe to my channel. Alright, well, I wish you and your family all the best. Take care.